Is that better? Can you hear me? I want to make sure you could hear me. It's like a StreamYard glitch if you can hear me. Oh, you could hear me now? Okay, good. Sorry. I was just saying I'm going to send you the link here shortly. Miss P, I just want to get this view on camera. Good morning, Breezy. I woke up and I was in that AA meeting for a while. I raised my hand, took a while. So I was like, I'm going to go for a run. Miss P was in there. And I decided to go for a run. And later, I'm going to go to that library right over there and find me a good book, either Demi Lovato's book or Jessica Simpson's book on their sobriety journey. And hold on, because I have to tie my shoes. I'm almost to the spot, y'all. Now, I used to go to this spot in the summertime, but it's all frozen. So hold on. I should have brought gloves, but I did not. So I've been keeping my hands in my pockets. I wonder if the river is frozen over here too. We're about to find out. Sorry for the noise on by traffic, but I'll be away from that in a minute. You just connected now, earphones, and thought there was bad with no audio. Sorry about that. It's been a weird StreamYard thing. Each time I log in, it does that. Hey, Siren. I'll see you tomorrow, Siren. See you tomorrow when you get here. Sorry, I have my earbuds in underneath my ear shit. So I'm sorry if the sound is kind of weird. And get ready because we're almost there. Hold on. I got to make sure I have my camera ready to flip around. Gather around. I got to figure this out.
No, no chance. No, no dance. No, no chance. No, no dance. No, no chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! Hey! Ow! Ow! My
Yeah, it feels good. Like I like doing it in the gym because there's all the equipment to do the upper body and stuff. But jogging, this is why you don't jog outside in Colorado in the winter time. Okay, you ready? Speaking of Rocky Mountains, Miss Portland, hold on. Let me reverse my camera. We're at one of my favorite spots in the world. This is where I want my ashes spread. Well, the song "Kiss Me More" by Doja Cat's playing because the first time I got serious about getting sober years ago, I used to jog around this lake and put that song on repeat and just lots of Doja Cat. So hold on. We're almost to the lake. It's the beautiful mountains. We're going to go down that way. Uh, okay, here she goes. Thank you. As you could see, the lake is all frozen. Normally, it looks like an ocean when the wind is blowing. Oh, the sun's coming out. It feels so good. Oh, I love sunshine. I wish I could zoom because the camera doesn't really do it justice over here. Hey, Sam. Love and prayers to you and your family, too. I hope you're doing good. All right, we're about to go down this little path that leads down to the lake. And there's like a river down there underneath this bridge over here. But hey, Gulf Coast. Love you, Gulf Coast. How pretty it is today. And no, we're not going to walk out on the lake. No, we are not. We are good. Look at the sky. Speaking of that, that's a shame what happened. I haven't really listened, but I did hear briefly what happened in Washington, D.C. with that flight from, I think it was Wichita, Kansas. So that's scary. Got some loved ones flying today and tomorrow. So be careful flying, Siren. Love you, Gulf Coast. All right. We're almost there. I'm going to need some breakfast after this. I didn't I had a bag of Funyuns. That's not really going to do the trick. Yeah, cheap shots. I didn't realize it was coming that soon. Oh, look, the river is not frozen. That's where we're going. We're headed down that way. So it's about to get kind of loud. Apologize about the sound. See, we're going down there because we got to go down this path to get under the bridge over the lake. And hopefully there's not a troll under the bridge to get us. Oh, wait. Oh, what's that story? Is it Billy Goats? The three Billy Goats and the troll under the bridge? All right, I may slip because I'm only wearing jogging shoes. I don't really have grip. So we'll find out. Ah, breezy. I'm jealous. I can't check the temperature right now because I'm on my phone, but I mean, it's not terrible. But with the sun coming out, it feels a lot better. Oh, I'll be careful. Look how pretty it is. Oh, look, it's like partially frozen over there. See that? It's cool. Morning. Oh, it just got dripped on. Yeah, isn't that pretty, cheap shots? You could take all the snow. Gulf Coast. Hold on, when I find a place to park my tush, Miss Portland, I'll send you a link so you can have a chit chat. All right. I was gonna go that way, but I like going this way. This is where the prettier stuff is. This is like old school jogging back when I used to live here. Hold on, one more shot. And then that leads out into the lake over there. I think. Yeah, I think so. All right. Now, as you could see nature out here, you could see why Colorado is probably one of the number one in true crime. You do the math. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna flip my camera for a few minutes. We got a jogger coming. Oh, man. The only thing that's frozen is my hands. I It's hot. Hey, Amanda. All right, hold on. Let me get this link from Miss Portland. Invite. I'll just drop it in the chat and I'll just let you up unless there's somebody I really know. Oh, wait, can I type in the chat? I don't think I can. Hold on. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to flip my shit. All right. It's getting kind of muddy over here, guys. One sec. Let me go over to my YouTube. Yeah, I should have brought gloves. They're frozen. One sec. Can you guys hear me? Are we good? Sorry if I'm sniffling. Morning, Mama Stone. Hold on, let me make sure this is Mrs. G. Okay.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Sorry, I raised my hand to talk at that meeting and it was taking forever. And I was like, you know what? I need to go for a run.
I know there was a lot of people in meeting this morning.
Yeah, there's usually what, like 170 people in there?
Yeah, yeah. But it's actually been nice. It's actually been nice joining AA with you.
Yeah, I mean, everybody could benefit from it, really.
Yep, yep,
I
yep,
think
yep.
everybody could relate to it or know somebody, you know.
Well, again, after my first divorce, Robbie, after the situation I was in, I found a place to go personally myself for AA, and I went for like 4 years straight.
Yeah,
I went every day for 4 years.
I want to go to some in person too, but it does help. Hey, Laura.
Yes, it does.
Hey, Katesky.
Morning, chat. Good morning.
Thank you, Katesky. That's the first thing my aunt said to me when I walked into tell her that I was going for a jog today. She goes, "You look way different than when you first came in here last week." Just because I've been working out and taking care of myself, I was a
That's
hot
what's
mess.
important. Your Aunt Sally loves you, Robbie, and she just wants what's best for you,
Yeah, she does. She's been a big help.
But
So were
yeah,
you? It is cold, Laura, but the sun came out. Luckily, the only thing that's cold is my hands.
morning,
So
Catsky, morning, Perplex, morning, Gulf Coast. Amanda Zanandez, long time no see. Hey, Perplexed, long time no see, lady. Joseph Rose, good morning.
Miss Portland, did you hear in that meeting this morning where my favorite part was the guy said, "If your ass is on fire, jump in the pool."
Yes, I did. I did. And it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because like especially when it comes to like drinking and stuff like that, if you
Mm-hmm.
lose if you lose things that were important to you or people and stuff, it's kind of like getting gangrene and having like a part of your leg or arm or something fall off that you
Right.
have to keep
Yep.
going.
Yep.
You may miss it. It came in handy
Well,
and you liked it, but
again, Robbie, again, when life sucks, I have an old saying: if somebody hands you a bag of lemons, make lemonade.
yes, exactly. Breezy, I don't know, maybe that's the snow that I'm stepping on. It might be the crunching.
Morning,
Can
Miss
you
Breezy. Good morning.
Is your stomach growling, Miss Portland?
Not anymore.
If
I got up when you messaged me, and I had to get myself up out of bed, and I thought I'm hungry, so I made myself some hot cereal and sat here and logged into
Yeah,
AA meeting with you, and
it's nice to wake up to that, huh?
it
It's
is.
like
It's
a
very nice.
positive way to wake
Yeah,
up.
it's a good way to start the day.
Yeah. You had no idea Miss Portland coined the lemonade quote.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Do you still communicate at all with her? With
With who?
Lemonade? Lemonade?
No, no, I'm kind of over that.
Okay.
I wish her well though.
Right, right. Yep,
But
you deserve a better life. You don't need to be around anyone that can even point you back in the direction of alcohol, because that's just not a good situation for you.
yeah, and nothing's really pushing me to that. I think because I don't talk in detail about it on here, and I mean
Mm-hmm.
what it is, and you know what it is. It's just
Yes.
anytime I get overwhelmed or stressed, it's not like I drank all the time because I didn't. But when I did, it would be, binging, and it would be
Mm-hmm.
hardcore, trying to numb. And then that would lead to other things. It's a gateway.
Hold on, my TV
I was like,
unmuted.
the
It's not on my TV
hell?
remote. But
What is
yeah,
Lucifer doing here?
yeah, I get it. Because again, Robbie, when I was going through my teen years with all the mental and emotional abuse that I had to grow up with, I started drinking myself at a very early age to numb the pain that I was feeling emotionally. And it's not a good thing to, drink and then end up feeling really rotten.
Oh, trust me. I know. Hold on, I'm putting this here so I know this is terrible, but I'm not officially working out right now. I'm not at the gym yet, so I'm
Right.
gonna vape. Uh,
But you getting out in that fresh air is going to do you a lot of good, Robbie. I was actually really surprised when you messaged me and said, I'm out for a jog. It's like, what?
does my microphone sound like a pig? Maybe it's my right ear. I notice I've been having trouble with my right ear.
A little bit. It's squawking a little bit, but it's not bad.
That should be better. I notice my right one is kind of bad.
Yeah. But
Thank
it's
you,
sure
Just Ricky.
beautiful.
It's
It's
not
sure,
bad right here in the sunshine.
yeah.
I
But
found a picnic table to sit out on.
yeah,
Oh,
I think it might be your microphone, Robbie.
here, let me just turn that off and see if this helps. I'm
Okay.
sorry, you guys. I hate sound shit. My S's are gonna sound weird.
Yep.
Always what happens when it goes to the iPhone
Hey,
microphone. But there
Del
you go.
Real. Good to see you. Good morning, Chowder. Hey, Drowsy Doll. Good
That's not a
morning.
pig you're hearing.
Just Ricky. Good morning.
No, that doesn't sound dumb, Laura. It makes sense. Uh, I mean, I'm kind of good at deleting things from my brain, like people and stuff like that. But that is a good thing. Hey, Robbie, there's my friend over from Facebook. I'm sorry I didn't call you back the other night. I was really tired, and I think I was on the phone with Miss Portland for a while before I passed out. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
turn this off for a minute while I
Robbie and
vape.
I talk every once in a while late in the evening because again when he gets ready to settle in for the night with his anxiety and mine, it's just all over the place and we both have issues just trying to calm ourselves before we lay down to sleep at night. So we just
Yeah,
usually talk until we're ready to pass out basically.
which is a good thing because I
Yeah,
think the first night I was at my Aunt Sally's and I was on the phone with you, or one of the first nights, I couldn't. The first couple of nights were really rough.
I know they
I
were.
couldn't. I couldn't sleep or anything.
Yep. Well,
The
you
only
got
way
through it,
Laura was
didn't
able
you?
to stop cocaine was to remove it from her thoughts. She didn't do it. She never did. Boom. It's truly the only thing that worked. Yeah, it's kind of like brainwashing yourself a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Which it would be
Yep.
nice to go to a hypnotist, but if you could do it yourself, I mean that takes a lot that takes a lot of self-control and willpower, Laura. But I mean, if you think
Yes.
about it, it's pretty simple. Just forget it, you know.
But
That's why
look
I'm
how
trying to replace with like healthy habits, and I've
mhm.
become addicted to the gym this week, which is good because I have a very addictive personality. But that's a good addiction, and I'm not going to stop. So
Good for you. And look how good you're doing, Robbie. You're just starting to change things and get things turned around. It's you still got a long way to go, but at least you're finally pointing yourself in the right direction. And I, for one, am very proud of you.
well, thank you. And have you ever heard of that, Miss Portland? Not wait, where'd it go? Oh, whoops, wrong comment. Naltrexone for alcohol cravings. Well, I don't, I don't ever crave alcohol, but I guess that would be useful in moments that because I think I know I'm a very impatient person, and so when I get overwhelmed with life, um, you just and you're just like, ah, fuck it, and you just give up on everything, and that's
Yep.
normally when I would drink, and now that's why I'm trying to figure tools and different things out to where if I ever get to that point, I go for a run or or
Mhm.
take a time out or something. Hey, Malibu Sky.
Good morning. Excuse me, Al. Good morning. But yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
was gonna say,
Malibu.
Robbie, another tool that you might find helpful is again, like me, whenever I have that same craving, is carry like a little bottle of like grape juice or apple juice or, something like that to drink.
That's a really good idea. Like something, because I don't do sugar, but I guess like when you crave alcohol, you crave the sugar too. So that's a good idea.
You can always get sugar-free juice. You can find the sugar-free grape juice or sugar-free apple juice. There's a lot of that out there.
Yeah, I mean the sugar might be good. I mean, not good for me, but just for the craving, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Any addict
But
needs to
that's
learn.
what I do. I even carry a little tiny bottle of soda with me everywhere I go, because when I see other people out in public that are drinking, it's like, okay, I'm kind of getting that urge. It's like, nope, 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 nope. Soda time.
Yeah, it's like a social thing. I totally get that. I used to be a super like social drinker with social anxiety and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And I agree with Laura. She says like you need to learn how to live on life's terms. It sucks, but once you accept that, it does get better. Yeah, because life isn't fair and alcohol or substance isn't going to help that. It's just going to numb it for a little bit and make it worse by
Yep,
the time it wears off.
yep, exactly. And then when it does wear off, you really feel nasty.
Well, especially when you're doing it for an emotional reason.
Hmm.
Because I mean, hangovers suck even if you're out having a good time.
Yep,
But they
yep,
really suck when you do it for an emotional reason, but then you wake up in the morning and it's even worse, because you feel
exactly. And you
terrible.
and
And
you look at yourself, Robbie, and you ask yourself, okay, drinking last night, was it really worth it to wake up and feel the way you do?
right. And she's not saying I drank last night, so calm down.
Yeah. Robbie hasn't drank in quite a while, as far as I know. But I'm just saying, that's just kind of the term that I use. Like, if you go out and you do something stupid, and then you wake up in the morning and it's like, boy, do I really feel stupid?
Yeah. Bye, Malibu. Yeah, mocktails are good. Shirley Temples are good.
Right.
I like ice water, though. I mean, that's my favorite drink, period. It's just
Hmm.
delicious. But it's yeah, like going out. That's why, and I'm not telling people like I used to tell them like my sobriety date before. I'm not doing that anymore, just because I
Right.
want the control over it, not somebody else. And
Hmm.
that's just the way it's gonna be. But as far as like going out and stuff like that, because you have friends like Siren's coming to town, but he's very supportive and he knows what's going on, so it's not like that's going to be
Right.
tempting. But when you have friends that come into town from like a long time ago or that you haven't seen in a long time, they're like, what's the first thing people say? Oh, we got to go out and have drinks. No. So if I have to miss
Robbie,
out on seeing people,
if you and Siren do go out, they do in a lot of places serve what's called a non-alcoholic beverage. Like over here, when Walter and I had lunch with a friend of his on Tuesday, we went into Applebee's and I had a non-alcoholic margarita, which was really nice. It didn't have any alcohol in it. It was kind of like a Shirley Temple, but it just didn't have alcohol.
yeah, that's what Gulf Coast was saying. It's called a mocktail.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, I mean, especially, and I guess like if people did come to town that I hadn't seen in a long time and all we did was drink together, then there's really no reason to meet up with them anyways.
Right, exactly.
It's like a fair weathered friend that you just don't need to
Right.
interact
And
with.
in other words, something that AA would teach you, Robbie, in the future, I don't know if you've heard it yet, but for people that are fighting addiction issues like yourself, is you learn to stay out of slippery places and stay away from slippery people.
Yeah. No, I know. And that's why like Oscar's been a great friend because he's very supportive in not doing that and he goes to the gym and so and him and I still need to go use Peach bought us a gift certificate to go to it's a rage room and to play golf. It's like a golf
Oh,
place.
nice.
So
How
we got to
nice
go do
is
that.
that? That is so nice.
Oh hell no, Siren. Those are the best wonton tacos and the only wonton tacos I've ever tasted. Actually, I think a Cheesecake Factory has them, don't they?
Applebee's out here still has them, Siren. Our Applebee's still has the wonton chicken tacos out here.
They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elizabeth, that's one thing is that's the only anger that I have at all inside of me is towards myself, but it's not unhealthy anger. It's good because it's like it's self-reflection anger and like, correcting myself. So,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, okay, Laura, I've never gone rock climbing before. Or rock hounding? I don't know what rock
Oh,
hounding is.
perplexed, dear God of my heart. There's all sorts of places, not too close to me, but down like on the beach, there's a lot of that out here.
Yeah, I need to go. Even at the rec center, they just have like the rock climbing wall.
Uh-huh.
Even though I've gone bungee jumping like a million times, I'm terrified. Like if I'm climbing a ladder, even if I get up like above like 8 feet, like I used to help
Mm-hmm.
my dad put up the Christmas lights, and I just get like shaky and I freeze and I can't move. But I guess if I was tied to ropes or something, I could do it. Miss Portland's in Oregon.
Yep.
Laura was asking where you're at.
Oh, yeah, I'm out in Oregon. I'm about, 20 minutes west outside of the Portland metro area. I'm out in a little suburb.
Yeah, I thought you were by the coast, but you
No,
used to
I
be by the
used to
coast.
be 6 years ago. My husband and I moved up here from the central Oregon coast to get away from.
Yeah. I
But
don't know
yeah,
if you've
along the Oregon beaches, there's a lot of rock hounding, agate hounding, seashell collecting, sea glass. But if you want to look for gems, the best place to go is like, I'd say 9-10 hours east of here, out to the eastern part of Oregon to go gem mining.
Laura, do you put your crystals in your candles? I don't think you've ever tried Laura's candles, but they are amazing. I've got plenty of them.
No, no, I have not ever tried one of her candles.
I don't know if you've heard that clip, Laura. Like people play it all the time, or they'll like reshare it. It's me talking shit about your candles when I was pissed at you before I even tried one of your candles. So if you ever see that, just ignore it. People always try to respark stuff, you know?
Ignore all the old trash, Robbie, because all that's
Yeah.
going to do is just bring you down.
Yep. Thank you, just Ricky. It's been nice, like, doing the meetings in the morning and then just coming on here and, like, sharing my feelings, not going into detail, because I think that was my
Mm-hmm.
problem before, as I gave too much detail, especially about, if I'm in a relationship with somebody or something, like sharing private stuff about that, like, that was wrong of me to do.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. We all need to be very careful of
I'm
really
done.
opening up ourselves, online, because, again, as you know, like me, I've learned through my own experiences being on here that when you open up too much, people take it and twist it and warp it and try to use it against you.
Yeah. Oh, there was ice skaters, family and friends on that DC plane.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, no matter who it was, it's terrible, but can you imagine? Like, the reason you get on a flight is to go somewhere, no matter what
Mm-hmm.
it is. So just getting on a flight to be excited to go somewhere, be excited to come back home, and then that kind of stuff
Yeah.
happens.
Yep. I guess what happened in DC last night is there was an inbound plane, American Airlines coming in from Wichita, Kansas, and they collided with a Black Hawk military helicopter.
Jesus.
Yep. And the
I don't,
plane hit the water, and I guess the plane split in two when it hit the Potomac River. And then the helicopter by the time it hit the water, it completely turned upside down.
I don't mean to sound like negative or anything like that because I don't know, I don't know what happened, but I mean, you're a military helicopter pilot and you're a pilot of an airplane. Like, how? I don't even get how that happens. But I mean, I guess shit happens, but I
I
mean, they have
guess
the
somebody
radar
just
and
I guess somebody just lost focus and wasn't paying any attention to what was going on.
yeah, you can't do that.
No, no, you can't.
You can't do that when when I was a flight attendant, because you always have to have, uh, you know, two people up in the cockpit at once. And so
Hmm.
when either the pilot or what was it, the first officer
First officer. Yep.
would have to go to the restroom, then one of us flight attendants would have to go up there and sit in their seat. And
Right.
I mean, the commuter jets that I flew on only sat anywhere from 50 to 150 people. So the cockpit's pretty small. So when I was climbing over the seat to try to get into it, to sit in it, I was scared I was going to hit, all the buttons and controls that are around and the plane was going to go down.
Right. Right. Yep.
Oh, it's the
Uh,
airport's fault. That makes sense. I mean, sorry,
well,
there's a jet going over. It's loud.
somewhere
Hold
along the
on.
line, somebody wasn't paying any attention, and that's what makes very unfortunate accidents like what happened last night.
Well, and the other thing is I think that helicopter was at fault because they ran into the back of the plane anyways.
That's terrible. But yeah, I mean, I guess that would be air traffic control's fault. Were they landing, like flying in, obviously,
Yes,
because they're at the
the
same.
American Airlines was coming inbound to Reagan International out of Wichita, Kansas, and they were just upon arrival and got hit by the helicopter and hit the Potomac River, and that was it.
Wow. Love you, Gladys. Happy heavenly birthday to your mom.
Oh,
She would have been 93 yesterday.
my thoughts are with you, Gladys.
See, I don't like hearing stuff like that, especially because, you know, someone's flying today and then we have Siren flying tomorrow.
Hmm.
It's just unnerving hearing stuff like that.
I know. That's why I got really shook last night because I knew Siren was ready to come out there to see you. And I thought to myself, I wonder if he's still going to come after hearing that.
Yeah. He's a champ. Wyoming
I
says it's the
know.
helicopter who hit the airplane. The airplane was on the flight path with other planes behind it. Okay, so the airplane was like doing what they were supposed to do and in the right alignment, I suppose.
Hmm.
I did one of those helicopter flights in Vegas when I got married, and it was cool. It was just kind of, I don't know, helicopters. They definitely don't feel as safe as planes, but
Hmm.
they say planes, they say that it's safer than traveling in your car. And I think I'm not big on statistics, but I think statistics show that because somebody was saying yesterday, I think we haven't had like a big plane crash in like 16 years or something in America.
Right. Yep.
So, see, Siren says, don't worry about me flying. I'll land on a cloud of my farts. I'll be fine. Okay, well, if you got gas, then don't come see me, Siren. Keep that
Oh,
gas over there.
that's funny, Siren. Oh, wow.
The
Wow.
helicopter was missing one of the flight people in the back seat. Oh, so they have to have a certain
Mm.
amount of people too?
Yes.
Is it like a weight thing or like a
Yes.
aviation
Yes.
regulation?
No, it's a weight thing.
Okay. Hey, Drowsy Doll. Your husband was a crew chief on helicopters. Yeah, I'm not big on helicopters. I like airplanes, but helicopters kind of creep me out. If you think about it, you're just being like lifted up by a fan.
Hmm.
And if something, you know, gets in that fan, well, I guess that's the same as airplanes, but they have more than one, even
Right.
more than one engine, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Can't really remember.
I used to fly all the time. I actually used to fly all the way through Colorado when I was being bounced back and forth between my mother and my father after they divorced.
Uh-huh.
So, yep. There was one time where I actually spent 8 hours at Stapleton International Airport when my mother put me on a plane to send me back to my dad in Indiana. And it was in the middle of dead winter.
Did you know that when they closed Stapleton, when they were building DIA, that's where they filmed, I think it was Die Hard Part 2
Mm-hmm.
in Stapleton Airport.
Wow. But yeah, I remember spending 8 hours in that airport in the middle of dead winter because a lot of flights were being delayed.
Mm-hmm. Chowder, when I was 21, when I was a flight attendant, I spent my 22nd birthday in Tulsa, Oklahoma on an overnight working and listened to two very loud people having sex in the motel room next to me. They put us up in a really crappy motel. And I was a little bit more shy back when I was a flight attendant. So, I mean, it was fun, but it's a very lonely life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nowadays that we have social media and stuff like that, I would imagine it's not as lonely because you always feel connected to people. But I had a flip. I don't even think it was a flip cell phone. It was just a cell phone where you have just normal text messages, no social media. So, and then in some cities, I wouldn't get service and I couldn't connect to Wi-Fi because I don't think they did Wi-Fi back then in the hotel room. So it was just difficult.
Wow.
A lot of times I'd get ghetto and wash my uniform in the sink in my hotel room and then just let it dry for the next flight the next day.
Right. I dreamt even as a child, that's all I ever really wanted to be was a flight attendant.
Yeah, the training is like boot camp. It's really, I mean,
Yeah.
people were getting kicked out each day. You had to get really good test scores.
Mm-hmm.
And on the final, you had to get, I think it was like 97% or higher. So a lot of people were getting booted out each day, and it was just really stressful. And then when you're finally
Right.
released to go become a flight attendant, you're terrified because you don't know, like luckily they based me in Denver, but then they told me okay, we're going to move you to Washington DC and you're going to be based there, and I think it was Dulles would be the airport
Mm-hmm.
I'd be flying out of. And I would have had to get a crash pad or commuted home and commuted to work every day from Denver, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I
Right.
quit.
Wow.
Only time you were in Tulsa was driving home from Vegas. You said, "Oh, let's stop in Tulsa to get dope." It took 20 minutes to find it. I I don't doubt that because I actually had a flight attendant that was recovering from dope that was from Tulsa, Oklahoma. That was in my class.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
But again, when I was young, that's all I ever really wanted to be was a flight attendant.
It
So,
it it looks like a glamorous fun job, and I'm sure those international flights are great. The only international flight I ever had was going to Montreal, Canada,
oh
and
wow.
everybody was mean. They all spoke French. They didn't want to help me. They were really fucking hated me. And
Hmm.
then I flew home the next day because I was just working. That's the only stamp I
Wow.
ever had on my passport.
Wow. Well, I have something I'm going to show you, Robbie. I got to figure out
Is
how
it
to.
your tits?
No, no, no. God, hell no. I'm not Cristola.
Oh, we love you, Cristola. Oh, are you going to do a demonstration for us?
Yep.
I used to have to do that. The most flights I did in one day was 8 flights because we're going back and forth to Colorado Springs, and it was like not even a 30-minute, not even like 20 minutes in the air.
Yep. So to release your seatbelt, you lift up on the flap and pull on the buckle. And then to place your seatbelt, you push the flap into the buckle and then tighten it straight across your lap.
Where are the emergency exits?
There's 2 in the front and then 2 in the rear.
You know what? When we flew into orientation to training, it was in Mesa, Arizona. We were there for like 2 months straight
Mm-hmm.
in like this little flight attendant college. It's a motel. They put all the flight attendants in, and then they put some of the hot pilots in there too, which was nice. But
Ooh.
they said we had to have all of our announcements memorized, and these are like full page
Right.
announcements, for the emergency exits, all of that.
Right.
And like I was in acting in high school, so memorizing wasn't hard for me back then. I would imagine it would now. And I was the only one in my class that had it memorized. Everybody got scolded. I kind of
Yep.
felt good that day.
Well, the last time I flew, which was 6 years ago, when I flew from here with my husband back east when my father passed, I took my practice seatbelt with me, and I was flying right along with the flight attendant, and she just kept laughing at me, and she came up to me after the plane had departed from Chicago, and she said, "Young lady, were you a previous flight attendant yourself?" I was like, "No." She said, "Well, you really seem to know your stuff, and you can do my job better than me."
Look, you
And I
pissed
thought, "How
Christola
nice."
off. I love you, Christola.
Hey, Christola.
Yeah, flying was I remember one day, it was a couple weeks into our training, the
Mm-hmm.
instructors had walked out of the room, and when they came back in, they turned off the lights and started pounding on the desks and saying, "Get under the desk, get under the desk, the plane's going down." We're like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
And they like traumatized us for probably about 5 minutes straight, like we're in a real plane crash. They didn't warn us. And then after we were done, they said, "Okay, get up and sit in your chair and write a goodbye letter to your loved ones." And we're
It's
like,
because they wanted to teach you how it feels to be in just immediate panic mode. They want
"Well,
to see
yeah,
how you react in a real crisis.
well, not only that, but they wanted us to say our goodbyes now, get it out of our
Mm-hmm.
system, keep that letter with us. And that way, because a flight attendant's job isn't to just serve drinks and all that, if the
Mm-hmm.
plane's going down, it is your job to keep everyone calm, even though that's almost impossible. You
Right.
have to. And your job is
Yep.
safety, it's not serving drinks. So,
Yep.
what they wanted us to get the bullshit out of our system. There's no poor me, we're going down. Grieve now, get over it, because you might die, and period. That's it. Say goodbye to everyone. And from now
Yep.
on, you're in a professional safety mode. And we're like,
Yep.
holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't play
Mm-hmm.
around with that. It's your job to do that, because if for some reason a plane does go down or you have to do an emergency landing, it's your job to keep people calm, because
Right.
chaos can break out. It's your job to keep people informed and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey,
I
Laura.
actually, I actually have an old TV show that I watch. I have on DVD, and it's called Flight Attendant School,
Oh, okay.
and it's
Yeah.
made through Frontier, and it's based out there out of Denver.
Yep. Uh, I watched before I flew into flight attendant training. I got really excited and I watched View from the Top with Gwyneth Paltrow. It's a comedy movie. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Christina. But it kind of, a lot of the training stuff that they do in that movie, except for the first flight where she's like working and she's not even through training, that would never happen. But
Mm-hmm.
like the class stuff, like a lot of that is very on point on how flight attendant training really goes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
But I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
you really don't want to do that job unless you want to be on the go all the time. You're not on vacation, you're working. So I would go on
Mm-hmm.
like 3 to 4 day trips, sometimes 5 day trips. So coming home was like it was my downtime, but it was also like being on vacation, just being home. So
Right.
you're able to fly for free. Like you have free flight benefits, which you have to sit on standby. But
Right.
I never wanted to use it because I was always flying. So it was I didn't want to go anywhere.
Well, for me, what really interested me when I was, growing up back then and being young, I always dreamt of being able to just travel all over the country, meeting new people, seeing new places, and
Yeah,
trying new foods and learning
that's
of
a
new
good point,
people's
Laura. I mean,
customs. And
when people die and like when it's quick like that, they really don't know. So that I mean that it's not. It actually doesn't sound horrific. It sounds better than if they were suffering.
wow.
I mean, think about it. You're on a plane 1 second, you're here, and then boom, it's that quick. You're
Yeah.
gone. You
Yeah.
don't feel it. Probably you don't. You know.
Robbie, life itself is scary because, you just never know when the worst could really happen in your life. And that's
Yeah,
why after last night, I'm very grateful for life itself.
yeah. I mean, just the last few weeks has made me grateful for things that I have.
Hmm.
Woke me up a lot.
Yeah. But look how
And every
beautiful
day,
it is.
like I drive by this view and look, I just take advantage of it.
I know I was going to just say, looking behind you, that is just beautiful country, Robbie.
Here, let me get closer to the lake for you guys so I could show you how frozen it is. I won't, I'm putting my earpiece in so I don't lose it, but I don't have my Bluetooth on anymore. I don't think. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. Ugh. All right.
I'm a national treasure chowder. Thank you.
I
That's
gotta
very
watch out for
nice.
rattlesnakes. Can you imagine me getting bit by a rattlesnake after all this motivational talk?
No. Don't say that, Robbie.
Oh, attention. Cliffs are unstable. Use caution. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hold on. Let me flip my camera back. All right, here we go. Let me try to go full screen with this so it looks get the full effect. So this is a cliff. It's not that big, but oh, that's weird. You can't. It's like reversed. Whatever.
Oh, Gladys, out here in Oregon, especially right out here in front of our front door late at night. I don't know where they come from, but we had a pack of wild raccoons right outside our front door the other night.
I love raccoons.
Oh, my cat was going absolutely ape shit.
Doesn't let me zoom.
Oh, that's so pretty, Robbie.
See, that's
That
all
is
that white
so
is the
pretty.
lake. It's all frozen over. I think this lake, if you guys look it up, it's
Wow.
called Stanley Lake in Arvada. It's I think
Mhm.
it's like 100 feet deep. It's a big lake.
Wow.
Yeah, people like jet ski and there's paddle boats like in the summertime and stuff. But I
Nice.
just always used to like when I lived with Aunt Sally before, I'd come down here in the summer and just jog for hours.
Hmm. How
It's
about the
nice.
fishing? Is there any fishing there?
Yeah, I do see people that fish. There's also like a little pond that's kind of broken off from it too. But yeah,
Hmm.
people
You must
fish.
be a long ways out. How far out are you from your aunt's place?
I mean, once I get on the sidewalk on the road up there, it's only like a 10-15 minute walk. If I'm jogging, maybe it'll be 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So it just seems like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
I am. I mean, it gets worse
Wow.
over there. There's like big, huge cliffs, and you walk over. I would walk over on it's a dam over there. And what
Hmm.
sucks is one time, Michael and I actually got a ticket here when I lived here and we first started dating because we were walking on the rocks over there trying to climb up over. And
Hmm.
we didn't realize it was a dam. And the guy was like, yeah, this is a dam. You're not allowed to do that. And he gave us a ticket.
Right, because it's a wildlife tributary is what it is.
Well, and you could break the dam and, you know,
Yeah,
send
yeah. You want to
the
be
whole
very
neighborhood into a
careful.
frenzy.
Yep, yep.
So, oh, here, let me get it off full screen. Sorry.
But oh, just seeing snow. We're expecting our first snowfall um late Sunday evening into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They're calling for official snow days out here.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't like snow. Oh, look at the paw prints.
Oh, somebody was out walking their pooch.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to walk in the snow so I don't walk in. It's pretty muddy, actually. So,
Yeah, you want to be careful and don't track any of that into your aunt's place or she'll really have your hide.
no, I won't. My aunt actually lost one of her shoes here a couple years ago in the summertime because the lake, the
Uh-huh.
water was kind of like um, going down, you know, and so there was sinking sand, and she was walking through, and her
Oh,
feet got
wow.
stuck, and she
Hmm.
lost a shoe. It sucked her shoe right off. Christina says you look nice and healthy.
Oh, thank you, Christina. That's very nice of you. Yeah, I'm trying to take better care of myself too after this last year. This last year was just pure hell on earth for me.
Yeah, well, that's all over now, right?
Yep, yep. It's
And you're
onward
doing
and upward.
fantastic.
It's onward and upward.
Yep, exactly. Well, I'm going to jog back, and then I'm
Okay,
gonna shower and go to the library and then hit up the gym. Thank you, my little
okay.
co-host. I love you.
I love you too. You have a great day and chat. You have a great day as well, and love to all of you. And we'll do this again.
Okay, love you, Miss P. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good, Robbie. Have a good day and be safe.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Bye. All right, guys. I'm gonna put on some Doja Cat and get to jogging back. Have a good day. Gladys, have a good day, Wyoming. Christina, Chowder, Hillbilly, everyone. All right, I'm gonna connect my Bluetooth again so I could get this party started. But thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the good conversation. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Get one last shot of the view, kind of, with the trees in the way. Bye.
No chance. No